Viewers, I'm here with Bill Parrish at GTT Audio.
Hello.
For the world premiere of the Kronos Discovery. It is just, I don't know, the words, I'm looking for words. I saw pictures on the internet yesterday, thanks to Bill, and it just was, oh my goodness, it just was a total bling machine, but in real life, it's the most sophisticated machinery I've ever seen in high-end audio. And you know, not to mention another brand, but D'Agostino came out with his amps 10 years ago, kind of like the same impact of major visual design. Mm-hmm. Well, this is that on steroids. This is the best looking turntable I've ever seen in my whole audio career. I mean, Bill,
Well, thank you, Peter.
I mean,
or we should be thanking Louis Desjardins.
I know,
He's the one that did it.
I know.
This comes from his mind and his aesthetic appeal.
And all the elements of it, viewers.
But it all makes sense.
Yeah, the elements of it. When you look at it from the side, I'll show you that shot here. I mean, you can see the base and it's got the foundation to it. And then when you look at the whole gestalt of it, with the top here, with the different layers of the shelves for the different components, oh my goodness gracious. And the way the turntable sits in here, it just, the whole look of it is just eye candy.
Well, you said when you walked into this room, and you've seen the pictures,
Yep.
the camera just can't capture it.
No.
There's no way.
No.
We're sitting here talking to you, we're showing you the turntable, but there's no way you can actually understand what this really does.
It's just
breathtaking.
It is breathtaking.
And there's something about it, you know. A few years ago, I went to the Masters, Augusta National, and you know we watch it every year, and you see the golf course, but the cameras can never capture the true elevation that's on that course. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The amount of hills, the way those greens are slanted. It's the same thing here.
It's the same thing here.
We do have a handicap here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, using more golf analogy with the camera. You know, come see it in real life. Come to a show where it's being shown.
Come to a show or visit Bill here.
Yep.
It's just
or some of the dealers that are going to be taking it on. I mean, this is well.
That's A. That's part A.
Yeah.
But part B is what does it sound like?
Ears.
Well, we just spent 3 hours listening, and I've never heard anything like it. I mean, this might as well just manufacture master tapes. And in fact, you don't, with master tapes, you do hear the tape coming across the head. You don't have that here. Of course, you have the groove noise with the needle, but it's totally quiet.
I mean, I think he's redefined the format.
I think he's redefined vinyl. I mean, people with large record collections, you now have large master tape collections. And then we'll get into that and we'll do some listening. But let's talk about the table itself and what every component is and how they interact together and what their function is.
Sure.
Bill, let's lead us off.
Well, we've got the worldwide patent on a fully hung counter-rotating platter turntable. Mm-hmm. And this is Kronos's key technology, which he invented, patented, and this table uses that. And then he did a completely new control system in here from the Pro and the Sparta, what he's used previously, how he stabilizes the speed is completely new. How he reads it is totally different. Every single thing in the Pro was thought of, looked at, and improved upon. So then we, with the Pro, we also, and the Sparta, we also offer super cap
power supply viewers,
super capacitor power supplies, which he's developed and was the first to use in a turntable, and now we've got some.
And that's right here, viewers.
That's right.
Yeah, right here.
Now we have some imitators coming out, which is great. I mean, it's total flattery when they copy you. Mm-hmm. And so what we have in this box here is a AC to DC converter using super capacitors in there as well, and then taking that super quiet noise and sending it up to a DC accumulator, which then feeds the motors.
Yeah, explain DC accumulator.
So what the DC accumulator does is AC out of this or out of the wall,
Yep.
converts it to DC
Down here.
down here.
Down here.
It stores it in these super capacitors, which are like batteries. I mean, they're huge reservoirs of current, and then it brings it up to here that has multiple reservoirs of current of these super caps with a couple of super caps that feed the motor. And what these displays do is this bank of super caps on this side is fully charged right now, and it is feeding what I would say the super cap buffers.
Okay.
Where this set of super caps over on the right is being charged.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
We're
And
watching it right now charge up, and you can't see it from the camera. I wish I had it down.
Or this
shot on
is
that.
actually feeding. So this is draining down, and while this is draining down, what it's doing is it's draining. It's totally disconnected from the grid. This bank of super caps, and it's feeding the buffer super caps on this side. And meanwhile, this set on this side is getting all topped off.
Topped off. Got
So
it.
this is connected to the grid. This isn't.
And the look, viewers, of the displays, it's like Captain Nemo, man.
Yeah, I got
mean,
this off, but-
it's just
So
amazing.
we turn it down.
Look at that.
And we get 33 1/3. And this correlates to the top platter on the right side to the bottom platter.
Oh, good. I didn't know
You
that.
click it to the right,
Okay.
it's off. Click it, or I said to the right, to the center. How I'm standing, it's the right. But yeah, so I click it up, and now it's at 45. So full speed 45,
Yeah.
up and down 33.
Yeah.
Then we can turn the display to dim. Now we can turn the display completely off. So we do that. And then over here on the super cap readout, we can dim it, or we can turn it completely off. It's really cool.
Totally cool.
Then
Totally cool.
we have here Kronos's fully tube phono stage, and all the way on the bottom is a dual mono power supply for the phono stage. And yeah, the phono stage is completely dual mono throughout. How we are using this phono stage here. The table has a termination block to where you can use other phono stages, but
Got it.
when using the Kronos phono stage, we're using a direct plug-in. So we've got the arm directly plugged into this, bypassing any sort of termination block.
So it
any
has
other
its own,
set
it
of
has its
interconnect-
own termination.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
it
go in the
has.
wires, it does some type of twist with a DIN. or
It's the DIN connector.
Yeah, DIN
The
connector.
connector.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
can do
yeah.
a direct DIN in there.
Yeah.
We also have RCA and XLR ends, and it can run two arms, two inputs. And this is another thing that's new with the Discovery. Another new invention is
What's that?
availability. We have we have one arm here.
Right.
We've always had one arm.
Right.
But we have a spot back here for a second arm. So this is a two-arm table. Eventually I'll get another arm. But this was
Wow.
quite an undertaking setting all this up right away. So I've only had it Thursday.
I know. I can't even look up at the viewers to interact with you visually because I can't take my eyes off the turntable. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just.
And we've got the Kronos shelf.
gosh.
It's in multi-layer shelves in the rack, or multi-layer material.
Yep.
He's got the truss system underneath. It's
Gosh.
special. It's
Special.
very special.
Special. It's the most beautiful piece of audio equipment I've ever seen. As I said, it's the best looking turntable I've ever seen. But there's all the design elements, they all work together. So as you're standing here looking at it, no viewers, there's no over bling or anything with this. It is just totally cool. These are nice and dark, and the accents, the little frontage here with the stainless, little bit of the copper here. It's just perfectly proportioned in the elemental design. I'm just wow. I don't know what else to say.
We've got these we've got these tubes, and
Yep.
I've got them dialed in for straight away.
Yep.
But if you wanted to be able to read them when you were standing
Oh yeah, yeah.
over,
You can tilt the
you
whole
can-
mechanism
you can,
up.
You can turn the thing.
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Yep. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's really special.
It's very special.
Really
Special.
special. I find it sonically the finest audio component I've ever heard.
Well, we'll get to that in just a minute here, viewers.
I'm just giving my opinion.
Well, we played the David Bowie from his last Black Star.
Oh, yes.
And it was just, that can be a little revealing at recording. It was so natural. It was just spectacular. Well, we also played Vanessa Fernandez, Use Me album. It was so natural. The whole side of the room just turned into an effortless, relaxing presentation. That's the word that I give this turntable. Relaxing, effortless. And you're just sitting here and, you know, we always, we cop out and say, oh, it draws you into the music. Well, it really does draw you into the music. I mean, you're listening to stuff in the mix you haven't heard, but you're not distracted by detail. It's not going, oh, hear that cymbal over there. It's like, here, oh, the cymbal's over there. Oh, beautiful. Or it interacts together. It's every element of the soundstage is coherent and natural. That's the key. Natural.
Yes.
Natural.
Yes.
And of course, it's a total organic sound, which is I think a Kronos signature, that organic nature to music. I'm just.
We
Wow.
didn't even talk about the new tone arm.
Yeah, let's
But
talk about the tone
I
arm.
remember you telling me a couple of things that you wish that the Black Beauty had, and
Yeah.
when you were telling me that, I said, well, this integrates it.
Yeah, I wish the Black
we
Beauty
did.
had a fine threaded.
VTF
Yeah,
adjustment. We've
yeah,
got that.
yeah.
I mean, we can do.
For the arm weight, yeah.
Yeah,
That
thousands.
counterweight, yeah. So that's perfect. So viewers on this arm, you can adjust, because on the Black Beauty, you have to move the counterweights back and forth just ever so much, but I wish I'd had a dial. Now it does.
Yeah,
Now
once you nail it,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, once you nail it, then you're fine.
You use the Black Beauty enough, you know,
Oh,
you
yeah,
become
yeah.
a professional
Oh,
at
yeah,
it. But
yeah.
it takes some getting used to wear this.
Yeah, bingo.
You know, I mean, it's so simple to set up. Everything's threaded. VTF.
And the
VTA.
the cup is now.
Probably can't see.
Can't.
that there.
I'll
But
drop in a still
yeah,
here.
it's conical.
It's conical instead of a ball.
Still doesn't have that needle point that everyone else uses, which we believe, you know, hops and creates noise. This self-centers, but it's there's no stiction that's going on.
Got it. Yeah, stiction.
yeah.
That's a good word for it. And the arm tube, carbon fiber, just like the Black Beauty.
Yeah.
But I think
This is named Chronoscope.
Chronoscope.
That's the name of
That's
it.
the name of the.
So we have the Helena, we've got the Black Beauty, and we've got the Chronoscope.
That's a perfect name.
Yeah.
Well, let's do some listening, and we'll start with the Vanessa, and then we'll surprise you with another one.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Let's do it. Here we go.
How did I get so far gone? Where do I belong? Where in the world did I ever go wrong? If I took the time to replace what my mind erased, I still feel as if I'm here but I'm gone. Perched up in a rocking chair, feet all bare, rolling my blunt in a cigar wrap, living an adolescent mind. Never do take time, waiting for my heart quiet as it's kept. How did I get so far gone? Where do I belong? Where in the world did I ever go wrong? If I took the time to replace what my mind erased, I still feel as if I'm here but I'm gone. Mama told me I was best, arguing, punching the chest. Girl, now be strong, let me take you home. I'd see the eyes so sincere, screaming what got me here. Standing in the world with my mind all blown. Oh yeah,
Did I surprise you there with the second track? Sarah Una Noche, MA Recordings, and it's the most realistic I've ever heard it. And you know what I really thought about it? It was so natural. It's such a relaxed feeling. And you know, sometimes in high-end audio, we search out, and I spoke about this in one of our last videos, we're seeking out all this detail. It's exciting to us. Where this is giving you the ample detail, but it's so relaxed and realistic and musical. It's as if, you know, I say as if they're in the room with you. It's more than that. It's if you hear that realism that you hear in live music. It's that launch of the transient that just comes out easy at you. And then the layering of the imaging, of course it's holographic. It's a YG system. Audio net out. Heisenberg amplifiers, Stern line stage. We know how natural that is, but this just added another level. This just took it to another plane. This is turning your LPs into master tapes. That's what it's doing. It's doing that. It's doing it. It's giving you that continuousness. Harry Pearson would talk about that, and that means that means going from one part of in the music to the other in a continual fashion. From the way that the sound field is and how you interact with the sound field, that you're not jarred by too much detail here. The system is taking you from one point in time to another. So call that continuous. That's how this is. This is continuous, it's relaxed, and these are extremely revealing YG speakers. I've never heard the atmosphere in these recordings. I mean, and how about that Vanessa Fernandez? Oh my goodness gracious. The beat, could you feel that bass? I mean, and it was just not, it didn't feel like you had too much subwoofer turned up. It was just so natural. It was just a beautiful decay to her voice, her launch. She's, you know, standing in the room with us, but much more so. Much more flesh, I would say. I would say more natural. Yeah. I mean, I said to Bill when we were listening to it, it sounds like more of her. In other words, it's more believable. And I'm hearing more tone to her voice. I kind of understood even more about her musical singing ability.
Yeah, it's like we got to know her more.
We got to know her more.
Just more.
Yeah.
I mean, we've listened to her at shows and here and over and over. And we really are hearing it for the first time. We got to hear her and understand who she is and what she's about even more. That's what was even more discovery. You know, you're rediscovering everything. It's a time transporter. And then to look at it, I mean, oh my gosh, the pride of ownership is off the charts. It's right now the most desirable piece of audio equipment that Peter Berninger has ever laid his eyes on. Well, that's saying something. With all the shows, and
all the shows I do,
all the rooms you go into every room at every show. I mean,
well, close too.
But not just domestically, internationally as well. I mean, it's wow.
Well,
that says something.
Well, Bill, you are a lucky man, good worker, hard worker, working good with Louis for 10 years, and now this. This is like the ultimate dream. I'm just. I'm so impressed. Again, you got to hear it at a show. It's expensive, as it should be.
But it's a bargain compared to the other super tables.
Oh, there's other super tables that are 3 or 4 times more money. Yeah. And this just no comparison. It's you know, I mean, if you look at it this way, if you're choosing, you know, your audiophile and you're a car buff, and there's the new Ferrari's out. This is less than a new Ferrari, which you'll have to pay a premium on. And it's going to give you a better return because your music is now turned into master tapes. It's that good. That good.
Yep.
Winner.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, sir. So, again, come visit GTT. Come look at the show schedules and see where Kronos is going to be. Take a look at it for yourself. You'll never forget it. Anyway, Peter Berninger.
For sure.
Peter Berninger reporting, and Bill Parrish at GTT Audio for the launch of the Kronos Discovery. Love it. Thumbs up, man.
Thanks.
See you, viewers.